Hello everybody, and I heard you wanted to use Specter's energy. Now, you probably got one while grinding Thornwood on your long, treacherous journey, but how do you use it? You could obviously sell it for a solid 30 million. I mean, it's not bad, but you definitely could do better. And that is where this guide comes in. Let me tell you about the methods to crafting Blackstar. Now, you see, Blackstar weapons and armor can be crafted using the Specter's energy. Things that you'll need is 1 Remnant of the Rift, 3 boss weapons of any type. You could have a Zarka, you could have an Offentet, now Veracudum, whichever one you have, just 3 base boss weapons, and 1 Specter's energy. Now, once you get the Remnants of the Rift, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on it and right-click it. Click NPC location and it will take you to where the first quest is. It should take you to Northern Wheat Plantation and you're going to be talking to the person next to Oliver for the first quest. It will take you through a long quest line. I'm also going to be posting another video of me doing the entire quest line, kind of unedited, so you would need to sift through that if you need any help on that quest line. It's not too difficult. There are some parts that could be difficult. But overall, you kind of just want to do it, get it over with, and at the end of it, you're going to be sitting here with your base Blackstar weapon, or armor. I would recommend a weapon, not armor, because you could quite literally get a weapon, tap it on up to Tet, sell it, and buy 2 Tet armor pieces. It's really not worth it to go for an armor piece. Now, one of the quest lines in the chain will give you a Jewel of Anguish, or Eye of Anguish, whatever it's called. It has Anguish in the name, and it's a giant red gem. Once you get that, you're going to need to combine it using manufacturing with 3 boss auras, which you get those boss auras by heating down the boss weapons that I told you to grab at the beginning of this guide. Once you do that, you're just going to need to talk to the NPC, hand it to them, and it will be done. That'll be later on in the quest chain. And finally, the last piece of the quest, the other confusing piece, is you're going to need to run on down to Doran Morgrim over at the bottom of Helms, which is right over here, right in the cave. You'll enter right there. And you'll have a tiny little conversation with him, and then back to this, back to him, back to this, back to him, back to this, and you will have your weapon. It'll also come with 2 stones that you'll need to upgrade it, which are these right here. And to upgrade it from base to plus 15, you're going to need concentrated magical black stones, and you're going to need a shit ton. I mean a shit ton of memory fragments. It is going to require a ton of them. That is the biggest cost of all this. Even more than Kron stones, in my opinion. I would also recommend getting it up to Tet level, as getting up to Tet gives you a ton of money. To try, it's about 3 bill, to Tet, it's about 17 billion, depending on which one you do. For the main hand and the Awakening, it's about 17 billion. For the sub-weapon, it's about 14 billion. For your armor piece, it's about 10 billion. Now, this is just what I would recommend you do. Of course, you can pick whatever piece of armor or weapon you want. I just would recommend the main or Awakening weapons, because those will give you the most profit. Now, let's talk about how to get Remnants of the Rift. I did say you could buy it off market, and you definitely can, but if you don't want to spend 200 million on a Remnants of the Rift, which is how much it is, and it's usually sold out and pre-ordered majority of the time, then what you can do is they come from Dark Rifts. When doing Dark Rifts, they're a rare drop you can get from them, and yes, you can get it, but I've only gotten 2 of them in I don't know how long, a year of playing. It is a very rare drop, so I would recommend just buying one off the marketplace. Now when it comes to Specter's energy, that is a bit more difficult. Only specific areas can drop it, and it's a very rare drop. The most common area drops from would be Thornwood Forest, which is a decent place to grind because of the 319 million coin Ominous Ring, which is great. But it is a pretty rare drop. On average, you should be getting 1 every 2 hours or so. It's not too bad. It's much better than trying to get a lung from the area. But if you do happen to get one from this area or any area like it, which it doesn't drop from many, you can then use it to craft this weapon. And finally, if you aren't using Artisan's Memories, it should cost you roughly 10 billion to craft this. So if you're crafting an armor piece, it'll cost you on average roughly the same amount of money to craft it and to get it up to Tet as it would for you to just buy it at Tet. Now, you could get lucky and get it for less cost, like I did with my main hand, or you could get unlucky and it could cost you even more. Now, with the main and awakening weapons costing 17 billion to buy, it is better to just craft them, as it's on average about 10 billion per each one. And now I wish you all luck with what you're gonna craft. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, watch my other videos, show them off to friends, whatever you're gonna do. And I will see y'all later. Have a nice one.